What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate, reverse ranch, no hate. So, Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence Jr. had their little interview with Stephen A. Smith and basically just said what they were going to say. Stephen A. Smith, of course, has to dig into the what happened? You guys supposed to fight. What it took this fight so long and all this BS, whatever. Errol Spence cut that shit right out. Like, look, the fight is here now. And he's like, exactly. It's here now. Forget the past. Why didn't it happen? It was his fault. I was ready. This happened. He went across the street. He did this, all that nonsense. Done. Over with. Now, the fight itself, what expectations that it live up to, I really don't care about, focusing on what the fight will look like in comparison. We do that type of stuff for fun. They're comparing this to Sugar Ray versus Thomas Hearns. Well, this is not that kind of fight at all. You know, it's similar in the fact that, well, if you want to say Terrence Crawford is more technical, like Sugar Ray was, and Hearns was more, he could box, but he depended more on his power shots and working behind his jab. If you want to, I mean, in that sense, if you want to compare, but Ray Leonard had a distinct, height advantage in reach over Ray Leonard between Crawford and Spence. They're like, around the same height. There's no advantage there. So at the end of the day, we know how, basically how Crawford approached fights, the way Spence approached fights. I expect Crawford to be the same. You never know. They might pull something out different, but I expect him to box and do what he does. I expect Spence. Spence is more like, between the two, you expect him to be the bruiser, him to be the one coming forward throwing bombs. Not recklessly, but boxing, because Spence does have boxing skills. They're just two different type of fighters, but you expect him to be the one to be the aggressor. They both may give each other different looks, but what I mean when I say I expect Crawford to be the same, I expect him to box. I don't expect him to go there. Why would he? Just go and decide I'm gonna try to bang with this dude for no reason. Like that would be right up Spence alley. At the end of the day, you know, we can break down who we think has the better IQ, who's the sharper, whatever it may be. And again, that's all just for fun. I'm not really taking it there. I just feel like as far as the fight itself, it's here. Hopefully they have a solid undercard. And, it may not live up to Hearns versus Ray. It might live up to Hearns versus Ray. May surpass it. Who knows? Okay, but at the end of the day, for all the speculation, I'm glad if you listen to the whole interview, I'm glad that they both shut it down. That Spence and Crawford are coming to fight. They both come to get the job done, but they were on the same page. With not feeding into all of this, whose fault it was, who said what, who did this, who did that, how come it took so long, all that nonsense, shut it down. The fight's here, and what's going to happen is going to happen. Everybody's going to pick who they think is going to win, who they want to win, and all that type of stuff, but hopefully that the ball keeps rolling. I mean, we had Tank versus Ryan, we had Chantel Cameron versus Katie Taylor, we've been having some fights, and so it's not about just having fights, but having the fights that's necessary, the fights that people are paying their money to see, whether they're home watching it, whether they're at the arena, So that's how it's supposed to be. We just had Haney versus Lomachenko, so this is the type of stuff that boxing needs. And then, this is why I really don't like or understand when I hear fighters say things like, I didn't have to take this fight. Why would you not take this fight? That's kind of like the ego. I'm good. I make money. I didn't have to take this. I could have fought somebody else and still made money. But for your legacy, if that means anything to you, why would you even make that comment? I didn't have to take this fight. It's like, nah, I kind of did. Because at the end of the day, I want to be able to not just be rich, but I want to be able to look at my career and know that, hey, I earned this money. I didn't go in there and fight a bunch of meatballs and I'm, talking. I'm talking the talk, but not walking the walk. No, I'm here. I'm here. So I don't ever really respect any fighter or fanboy or manager, trainer. When they say that, it's just like, why would you not? So at the end of the day, and that's the only sport that you hear people saying it. You don't hear MMA guys saying I didn't have to take this fight. You don't hear people over there at one championship saying I didn't have to take this fight. That's not, and I guarantee you, if you hear that in MMA or in one championship or Muay Thai or whatever, I guarantee you they'll be the ones getting booed. People will not respect that. What you mean you didn't have to take this? That's kind of like saying I didn't have to feed my kids. I didn't have to pay my bill. No, that's what you get paid for. That's what you signed up for. So why would you cheat people? Why would you cheat yourself? Because you can cherry pick and still wind up having a fight that wind up damaging you for life. Just saying. So the fight's here. And you know what? We wanted to continue. You look at what's happening with this heavyweight debacle. With you got certain fighters on board, they want the fight, but then you got somebody that's greedy as hell that don't want to spread the wealth, don't want to share the wealth. I want everything to myself. It's all about me, me, me. I don't care about my fans. I don't care about the people that's paying money to see this. That the people that make it possible for me to be rich and live this lavish lifestyle. Because if they're not coming to my events, if they're not ordering the pay-per-view, I have nothing to do. Okay? I have no fight. And I'm pretty sure that any fighter that fought during COVID know that feeling like, damn, I'm here in an empty-ass arena with cardboard cutouts and seats. Now you have the ability to put, ashes in seats and have people come out to support and be a part of an event that they want to be a part of because they enjoy boxing. And that's why I said we need way more boxing fans than boxer fans. Way more. Way more. It's a difference. And if that was and for that to be part of the difference, you see things differently. Because boxing fans won't support bullshit. Boxer fans will. And they'll make excuses and they'll accept the nonsense and point the finger. And that's what we don't need. So Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford. Talk to me in the comment section, y'all. How y'all think this fight gonna go? Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people, and I will catch y'all on the next video.